Hello guys and welcome to this video in which I will give you an introduction to Roguebook. This is Abraham's second title. They're great indie devs that listen to your feedback, and the best way to get in touch with them is through Discord. So if you have any suggestions or want to get something off your chest, I will put the link in the description. Personally, I'm very happy to see another title in the Fairy universe, which is to me remarkable for their beautiful art. And even though this game isn't out yet, I'm actually hoping to see more games in the Feral universe. On the first look, this game might seem like a Slay the Spire copy. However, I would say that it is more of an evolution. So you could argue that Slay the Spire kind of defined a new genre of a roguelike deck builder game. So Roguebook took these elements and added a little bit more complexity with a very interesting two-hero system. Also, gems that you can put in your cards to give you more room for customization and replayability. Also, the map that lets you walk around more freely gives a very nice touch of being able to explore. This is actually what excites me most about this game. The RPG elements of acquiring more items, gems, card, exploring different synergies. So yeah, this is what I find most fun with playing this game. Right now in the alpha version, there's 3 chapters, but I'm pretty positive there will be more content and different ways to play the game. So we are going to jump into the alpha prototype that you can get access to if you purchase a Kickstarter bundle. If you're familiar with Farrier, you can see them use lots of assets for it, but they are working on getting their own graphics and other stuff in the game. So we're starting all the way on the bottom. You can basically move around through all the tiles. You have 1, 2, 3 lands that you can travel maximum. As you can see, there's a fight here, there's quests, there's gold coins. Let me quickly show you one of those stories. And yeah, there's a fairy that wants to give us an item. You can see here, items are called relics as well, and you can give them to one of your heroes. So we'll give this one to Cypher. Quickly going through the interface here, you can see our hero Cypher 60 health. We have 100 gold. This is his starter relic that I will get to later on. Then here's the pet fairy that we acquired from the story. And of course, Shara is over here, 40 health, and she has a starter relic called Sword of Destiny. You can see your card collection. These are the starter cards. Forget about these one, we got them from the quest, but basically you have Defend, which every hero starts with. It's a 5 block, so you can absorb 5 damage, and a Strike, which hits for 6. You can choose your target. Then each character or hero has more specific cards. In this case, Shara starts with a Stab, a Duel, and Cypher starts with Flame Blast and Rage. One great thing about this game is that you can put gems in your cards. So I will try to run around and maybe find some gems. I don't want to get your cards, I want some gems. So yeah, there's a gold pile over here that we stepped on. And yeah, there's a chest with gems. So we will take this gem reward, Gem of Temperance. And this is a way of giving some small buffs and perks to your already existing cards. So for example, over here, we could put this gem inside, and then we have a bit more powerful version of this card. So yeah, of course, the combat system is also quite important in this game. Let me just quickly show you the basics of how it goes.
Met.
So you can see over here, my creatures have health, and then the 0 in front is our power-ups attack. Default attack is 6 damage here, and if we happen to have upgrades, like the starter relic from Cypher, we can activate this once, and he will gain 2 power. So instead of 6 damage, we have 8 damage on our attack. Can be helpful to take out one of these guys. And it's a turn-based game, so we can play all our cards in this turn, and then it's the NPC's time to go for its moves. What I should also mention here is that on the bottom left you have your farrier counter. In this game the farrier doesn't carry over, you always start with 3 every turn by default. And this is your card counter, cards in your deck, cards in your hand, and cards in graveyard. So let's say we play this card here. You can see it moved from our hand, go down 4 to the graveyard. If we just don't play cards, they go from your hand back in the deck, and you get some random cards back from the deck. Yeah, let's quickly finish these guys off. Also now you will see in action the Shara relic. It lets you hit at the end of the turn. And we got the Champion's Reward, that's always nice. And at the end of every battle you can draft a card. So this is where your customization and the replayability of the run gets interesting, because you can get the chance to draft some more Cypher synergy here, or you could go for a Shara synergy here. So if I pick up the sword, I can make my Shara more powerful. And yeah, there's also special reward tiers for getting more cards. So you get a random gem. This is very useful, having extra farrier or extra cards of your turn. But yeah, makes the game a little bit easier if you progress and eventually end up over here at the top, where there's a boss, 3 bosses, 1 for each chapter. And yeah, I will not spoil anything when it comes to the boss, so you can check that out yourself. So since this is a roguelike game, the adventure will end once you lose a fight, and you will have to start the run all over again. Of course, you can also drop out like I do right now, which puts you back to the start. Here you can choose your heroes. Let me quickly show you the heroes. We have Shara here, which you saw last game. She basically attacks at the beginning of each turn for 6, or plus the buffs that she has. Shara is a quite damage heavy hero that focuses on cheap combo cards and buffs that increase her attack power. Then we have Sirocco, the tankiest hero right now in the game. His passive gives him 2 block, and he has lots of armor and also some supportive cards, a little bit of AoE. So you can see they're quite diverse. And then we have Aurora. Aurora kind of has these tricky blue cards that you would expect from an old frog lady. Oh, never mind, she's a turtle, my bad. And her ability is to heal full. Of course, she starts with very little health. It's 20 health points. So that means she's very efficient at long runs, lots of fighting, because once per fight you can heal up. And yeah, your current health gets carried over from fight to fight. So you can make sure that you don't drop too low. And then we have Cypher. Again, a bit more of a DPS class. His passive is Brand. This is basically a unique effect that buffs him by 2 more attack and empowers lots of his other cards. So yeah, you can play the game in 3 different difficulties. And one little thing that matters is, let's say you have Sirocco and Cypher. You want to draft Sirocco first so he gets put in front at the start of every fight. Because I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you go in a battle, the 2-hero system makes it so that you're positioning madness. In this case, having Sirocco in front, starting in front, you can see he has the armor. And if we play one of Cypher's cards, they will swap position. So every time the latest card you played will put the hero in front. And there's some different cards that matter where positioning matters. So yeah, I hope I covered most of the stuff concerning this game. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I hope you enjoy the game if you want to check it out.